Alright, let's meet the Dilophosaurus, Alright, bugger it, forget the real name. Let's meet the Dilo. But I really don't want to meet the Dilo, because I don't want to meet or talk about a creature who wakes up in the morning and asks, whose day can I ruin? Right? If you want a picture of pure sadism, you should actually probably look up Jeffrey Dahmer or John Wayne Gacy, because those guys did some really terrible things to people. But a close third is the Dilophosaurus, a being made of pure malice, malevolence, and just disgustingness that ruins your day and just terrible things. Right? In its mouth, to begin with, are really, really sharp, pointy teeth. Alright, they're absolutely terrible. They're like a pile of knives. Someone took a pile of knives and shoved it into the Dilo's mouth and said, work with it. And unfortunately, the Dilo happily obliged and now has a pile of knives in its mouth. But that's not enough. Let's look at a picture of the Dilo's mouth. Alright, there we go. Picture of the Dilo's mouth. Wonderful. Attached to each of those teeth is a tube, and that tube is attached to a sac. And that sac that sits in the Dilo's head is full of a concoction that's made of orphans' tears, widow's sadness, and the hairs of lost puppies. And it just eats you from the inside out, boils your blood, and tears you apart. Though in terms of game mechanics, it actually does damage over time. So not only does the Dilo bite you for damage, it does damage over time that ticks. But seriously, it's just the most awful thing that ruins your day because you think you get away. You're so close, and then you die because it ticked over. Alright, but the real enemy lies within the throat of the Dilo. Because in the throat of the Dilo is this. Blind! I can't see anything, help, and then you get torn apart. Alright, that concoction, talking about earlier, of orphan's tears, widow's sadness, and lost puppy fur, has now been applied directly to your forehead, your head, your eyes, everything else. So now you are completely unable to see, once again. And you have three options to deal with this. Option one, you turn into a gun ballerina. You spin around wildly, desperately shooting, trying to either hit the Dilo or evade the thing long enough in order to be able to do any damage to it or are able to get your teammates in. Option 2, you turn to a rock. You stand dead still and hope that the Dilo walks into your firing line so that way you can do some damage. This actually works kind of well for Pathfinders and Pyros, but most classes can't because the Dilo is intelligent enough to walk behind you and start doing damage. And option 3, you pray. You talk to God, or Thor, or Quetzalcoatl, or whoever you want to, and you hope and ask them to deliver you from this Dilo. But that's not going to happen, right? Because when a Dilo's on the field, God's dead. No God, just the Dilo. There's absolutely nothing you could do about it, and your KD or whatever you're doing on and get to the chopper is just done, finished. And if that's not bad enough, it comes in 3 flavors. Alright, 1, it comes in this Alpine Mist flavor, which nobody likes. 2, it comes in this Tropical Tango flavor, which everyone hates with a burning passion. 3, it comes in Winter Fresh, which everyone thinks they like, but really doesn't because it's just terrible. And 4, it comes in Watermelon. And nobody likes Watermelon. They're like, why weren't you part of Tropical Tango? And Watermelon just sullenly looks at the ground and mutters to itself that it's good enough for the Tropical Tango. That's the Dilo for you. A veritable Batman-like Joker character who enjoys blinding you, watching you spin around and suffer in pain, and then taking you down with joyous applause and a really creepy sounding roar that gives me shivers up and down my spine. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe for more videos. More are coming, not just Primal Carnage and otherwise. But thanks again for watching, and take care.